My name's DT.
And I'm Sophie, and we're back with another video. Today, we'll be teaching you how to dolphin dive.
What's a dolphin dive? Well, a dolphin dive is a move used in volleyball as a last resort. This move allows you to get two hands on the ball and to continue your momentum.
And this skill as a dolphin dive is preferable to like a pancake or a sprawl because it allows you to move and cover a lot more ground and react a lot faster in situations you most likely would not have otherwise been able to get the ball. We'll start by showing you guys some film of some top athletes using this skill so you get a sense of how and when it can be used in a game and why it's a great skill to know how to use. That right there is actually a jiba and not a dolphin dive, which is also a very common move, and they follow the same sort of motion, except a jiba is using one arm instead of two to contact the ball.
This motion, once learning it, will allow you to incorporate it into other plays that are a little more sporadic so you can catch yourself safely.
You'll see in this video a lot of belly flops and not so graceful landings, and learning a dolphin dive allows you to avoid such moments where you like that one right there where he almost slammed his chin into the ground. Again, that does not look like it feels so comfortable. Or right there. But right there, the guy in the orange, that is a very smooth movement, and learning the dolphin dive will allow you to move like that instead of like the previous video.
This one's a really great example. We see his chest go down first, and he gracefully catches himself.
And while he catches more air, so if he had landed on his stomach it would have hurt more than anyone else, he doesn't because he continues through the movement, which is the most important thing while dolphin diving.
Yes, don't allow your arms to lock and stop yourself from following through with the movement. Also, getting more airtime allows you more time to control the ball. Sometimes you will contact the ball with a foot still on the ground, sometimes you will be in midair.
And that right there is Jiba himself, which is what we call the one-hand dolphin dive is named after. That's one of the coolest plays, in my opinion, in all of volleyball history. So he contacts the ball, but then he dolphin dives through the ball. And there's the jiba.
Okay, this is the first exercise you can practice to start off learning this. I'm gonna start with my hands on the ground and my knees and just push down towards the floor and go up into like a cobra-like pose. Make sure for this exercise you're hitting the ground with your chest first and not your hips or stomach. Again, it's just a simple fluid movement. No need to rush it. Yeah, just simple fluid movement. And I'm going to do a few more times. And just continue up. Make sure your head is not going down into the ground. Stay away from that because you will face plant if you're going straight into the ground. And keep your chin up throughout the whole movement. Okay, next move, I'm going to start on my knees and go down to the ground. It's the same motion. Make sure you're keeping it fluid and your chest is hitting the ground first. So, same movement, just I'm giving myself a little more space to practice the movement. And you're going to carry your momentum through. So you're going to, and I slide a little bit forward just because I have some, yeah. And once you're done, once you're comfortable with that, you can move to on your knee. Starting over your knee, make sure your knee does not hit the ground because we don't want that in the game. That would hurt our knees. So just go over it. It doesn't matter which knee you go off of. You can do whatever knee is a little more comfortable for you. For me, it's my right. And for this one, it'll be kind of like, I feel like it'll take you guys a little bit longer to master this one, because one of the biggest and hardest part of this is actually the fear of like, oh, I'm gonna like drop myself, I won't be able to catch myself. And so most of us will have the tendency to go over and leave our foot on the ground. We want to slowly practice kicking that pushing leg up off the ground so you can get more range in your move. So. Another key thing about this is as you can tell, I just use my platform, but you don't need to worry about doing that until you like are sure you have the move. And even when you're first putting your platform out, don't hold it for too long until you're comfortable. So just a few more times. Don't worry about like how high you kick up your legs. Just try to like make sure that that leg that you're pushing off of gets off the ground. And the movement is meant to go forwards, not at the ground. So we're pushing off forwards. That way you can cover more distance and get those balls. Okay, the next move you can do is standing up. You can go into a lunge and then go. So same thing, it's just you're starting just a little bit higher and making it more realistic, because in a game you're not going to start on your knee. You can go here and you can go. And just practice setting your arms out and continuing through the movement fluidly. Just another reminder, make sure your chest is hitting first so you don't flop to the ground. And it's this arc movement, kind of like as if you're diving into a pool. Some other movements you can do to practice this is if you start in a plank position and you just bring your chest towards the ground and continue up, like you're pushing through. Make sure the movement's smooth. Another one is if you know how to do the worm, you can kind of do the worm. It's the same thing. But I personally find that a little harder than the actual move, so yeah. And if you have a medicine ball, or not a medicine ball, exercise ball, you can practice going over the ball. I don't have a ball with me, and catching yourself and letting yourself to the ground slowly. Yeah. So that's the move without my platform. Oh my God. Make sure you're trying to go for distance, and then slowly, once you're a little more comfortable with that, you can slowly start incorporating your arms. You can start on your knee again and go. Make sure the lower the down you go, the less time you will have to catch yourself, because there's not as much space you're covering. So you will tend to hold your platform for a shorter time if you were lower down. So these are some exercises you can do to increase your shoulder strength and just mobility for this move. First one, it's called an iron cross push-up, or an iron cross push-up. So you start with your hands out, kind of like if you're in a star, and you do the same move. You push through, and then you push back up. These will be hard at first, but over time you'll get a little more fluid with them, and they'll become easier. Okay, the next one you can do is just simple knee push-ups. Just practice. It'll increase your shoulder strength. You can practice falling, just and catch yourself. Make sure you don't touch the ground. That's important. And then you can and push yourself back up. Try to keep your back straight on that one. It'll be difficult. I'm still working on it. But you just catch yourself and you push yourself back up. And if you're feeling up to it, you can try falling straight down and catching yourself. And try not to hit the floor. Yep.
Thanks for watching! If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below so you can get more of our content. See you next time!